Welcome back to PNC's News Now. The skull of a 17th century Spanish Jesuit was unveiled at a special ceremony last night at the Agana Cathedral. Solorzano was a Spanish Jesuit who was killed on Guam in 1684 by Chamorro men during an uprising. His body was buried in Guam, but his decapitated skull was returned to his family in Spain. It was carefully passed down through generations, and now through his descendant, Dr. Manuel Lopez Casquetti, it has been returned to Guam for a special ceremony of reconciliation and peace. Many Catholics also lined up to pay respects and for a public viewing of the relic.
That year was the most frightful year for losses in Mariana's. That year, and I say this with some hesitation because I know it's going to be hard for everybody to accept it, but that year there were a total of about 40 Chamorros killed and 60 or 80 Spanish killed.
The Archdiocese of Agana wants to emphasize that Father Solorzano's skull is not a religious relic to be venerated, and the ceremony is not an interment, but rather a ceremony to pay respects to both the late Jesuit and the ancient Chamorros who fought to protect the island.
Bill 416 was signed into law today, authorizing the Guam Economic Development Authority to issue special qualifying certificates to investors in hopes that it will encourage the development of 1,600 new hotel rooms.
Get ready, everybody. Fasten your seat belts because we are ready to fly. Huh? Let's get this economy going.
Let's take a quick picture.
And this piece of legislation goes hand in hand with the Guam Visitor Bureau's goal of welcoming 2 million visitors to the island by the year 2020. The special qualifying certificates gives investors a tax incentive to build on Guam. A release from the governor's office says the tax benefits are fixed to 10% of construction costs, making it clear to both the government and the developer the dollar amount of taxes to be rebated. Governor Calvo says our island has reached capacity in terms of tourist numbers, and signing this bill into law is a part of taking Guam to the next level.
And I've been hearing it from the folks in GITA and GVB that there's a bunch of investors that are looking towards the signing of this legislation and looking forward to taking advantage of that QC. I also understand there's some language in here that there were some concerns about, but I also, I understand that we are going to move towards that to ensure that we do not lose momentum, but look towards being very targeted and very clear in decisions that we make moving forward on the issuance of QCs.
The bill also has a sunset provision, which means it will remain in effect for 5 years until 1,600 rooms have been built or until a China visa waiver or China visa parole is declared, whichever comes first. When one of these goals have been met, the program will be reviewed and may be extended an additional 2 years.
Former Guam resident Elisha Joyce put Guam on the map when she brought a little taste of home as she competed in the hit TV show Food Fighters, and today she was declared an ambassador of Guam for doing just that. Senator Dennis Rodriguez presented her with a resolution this afternoon to congratulate and honor her for winning the top prize, beating out professional chefs in the process. Many of her dishes on the show included Chamorro recipes passed down from her grandmother. She's back on island for the first time in 8 years, and she brought her family along.
You know, God gave that platform, and the fact that he could allow Guam to be showcased. 4.6 million people watch that show. We keep saying that it takes the military or a game show to take a family of 5 back to the island. So the fact that we could afford to be here and that my kids are experiencing a little bit of what I grew up with and getting back to our roots is really important. So thank you. That's what I'm saying, that this is your first time here and you love it. You don't want to go home now. So thank you. I'm very honored. I really appreciate it.
How cute. Well, Joyce maintains a popular blog online with many of her recipes. You can follow her on rebelgrain.com.
Well, it's New Year's Eve and residents are finding ways to improve themselves in 2015. So PNC's Rizal Romanes went around the island asking residents what their New Year's resolutions are.
From hitting the gym to finding love, people throughout the island are setting their goals for the new year. We asked residents what their New Year's resolutions are, and here's what they said. Some of them you may recognize.
Get more healthy, eat healthy and go to the gym more often. So I'm going to do that. But I think, what I really, want to do and focus on more is just being a better person, a better father to my kids, a better husband, and also a better public servant.
The old resolutions I've been trying to do since far as I remember, to lose weight and to save money. That's it. Good luck to me.
I'm really looking forward to continuing the quality time that I spend with my family. My wife Jolene, our boy RJ, he's 10 years old right now, and I think my wife and I, we spend every waking moment with him.
Spending a lot of quality time with family and friends, and especially with my dad, who is getting elderly, and my mother-in-law, who is also getting elderly. So, a lot of more family time with them for their 2015 and beyond.
Be healthy, to exercise more, but more importantly, just being alive and being with family.
One of them is just to be more happier, I guess, in general, and kind of more patient with my family, like my brother and sister.
One of the things that really stuck out to me while being on the island was the fiestas and the sense of family while we're here. So I resolved that when we get back, once a month, I'm going to open my home to more people to have a Guam-style fiesta in our home.
They also wanted to send their greetings to everyone on island.
People of Guam, Happy New Year, and thank you again for the support and for the opportunity to serve you. Thank you and God bless you.
Happy New Year, everybody, and I'm looking forward to 2015.
I'd like to wish the people of Guam a Happy New Year. 2015 may be a joyous and prosperous New Year for you and your families.
Happy day and Happy New Year, Guam. May our Heavenly Father continue to bestow His many wonderful blessings of love, joy, and happiness to each and every one of you. So from the Barnes family to all of you in Guam, Happy New Year.
And on behalf of the Guam Police Department and of course the Guam Crime Stoppers, we would like to wish the island community a happy and safe New Year.
Guam closes out 2014 tonight. If you want to ring in 2015 with a bang, there will be fireworks shows at Leo Palace, Sheraton, and the Beach Bar in Tumon. The largest 15-minute show will be off Matapang Beach, organized by the Guam Visitors Bureau. Stay safe, Guam, and see you next year. Rizal Romanes, PNC News.
All right, thanks, Rizal. Well, staying on the New Year's Eve celebration beat, there are a bunch of parties lined up for tonight, and the Guam Police Department wants to make sure we are all safe and responsible when we ring in the new year. Officer Paul Tapao reminds residents that no weapons, homemade cannons, or fireworks are allowed. When midnight hits, you should be standing under a concrete structure because bullets can penetrate tin roofs. To make sure the roads are safe, GPD will also be conducting checkpoints, and roving patrols will be out to find drunk and drugged drivers.
Please exercise and be a mature, responsible adult by designating a sober driver. That's a sober driver that's not going to drink throughout the night or throughout the full celebration. And that way you know that you're going to be safe while traveling to and from your parties and back home.
And Tapao adds that if you hear anyone in your neighborhood shooting firearms into the air, do report it. If anyone is caught firing a weapon, they will be charged with unlawful discharge of a firearm or reckless conduct.
All right, and Joanna O will let us know what new weather the new year has for us.
New Year's Eve finally! Woohoo! I don't know how time bird flew so fast. It's been one wild year for me with school and awesome new job here at PNC. I sincerely thank each and every viewer on PNC. Thank you so much for enduring me. And of course, I thank you, Rebecca. I hope your baby turned out to be as pretty as me. Welcome to PNC's weather forecast. I'm Joanna O. There were some scattered showers this morning because of trade wind disturbance in the area, but National Weather Service says it is beginning to depart from the Marianas, and because of that, we're expecting partly cloudy with isolated showers tonight, but mostly sunny with isolated showers tomorrow. Winds will blow towards east for tonight and tomorrow, but northeast for Friday, January 2nd. Speed of wind will be 10 to 15 to 20, and back down to 10 to 20 for the 3 days respectively. Temperatures will be around 78 to 89 for tonight and tomorrow, but highs will drop to 88 for Friday. All right, that's it for me, and see you at the firework. Happy New Year's!
Can you believe it? In just a matter of hours, we're going into the new year. I hope you have your New Year's resolution. Well, I got your sports for you coming up soon.